Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now June 5th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney's Star Wars is that we do know that they have over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects in the works. Let's not forget about, of course, the new Star Wars trilogy of films and other movies that they are actually developing as we speak. But the real destination of where we are going to get a library's worth of Star Wars material all lies on the streaming service called Disney+. Now, Disney+ is going to be the home of live-action Star Wars TV series as well as animated Star Wars TV shows. That's really all going to interconnect with each other to make up this new Star Wars universe that is actually aimed to become far larger than the MCU, also known as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, say what you will about Disney, it really seems like that they are really trying to shape things up, and they're really trying to be very ambitious and more goal-driven when it comes to Star Wars. Something that really seems like, Bob Iger at one point in time was always blaming it on frequency issues as to why some of the projects were failing, where in reality it all had to do with what Disney was focusing on, of course, ignoring of what the fans really wanted to see. We can see that they're already trying to provide for The Mandalorian Season 2 and Season 3 and all these other Star Wars projects that are currently in the works as well. Now, with that being said, of course, one particular project that a lot of fans have been very curious about is the untitled animated TV series that is going to be a direct sequel to The Rise of Skywalker in this post-Episode 9 era. Now that Bob Chapek and Bob Iger are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are both focused on the new Star Wars trilogy of films as well as the new Star Wars universe. Now, currently it's explained that one of the big plans by both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek is to focus on the Disney Plus platform in order to create a brand new Star Wars expanded universe that will consist of a library's worth of projects. One of the projects that are in the early development phase involves the Rise of Skywalker sequel series that will be in animated form by 2023 or 2024 on the streaming service. Now, it's noted that Adam Driver is set to make a return as Ben Solo by providing voiceover work as well as Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, where both of these characters will be getting major redesigns done to them for the new TV show. Now, the plan by Lucasfilm is to also include the new characters of Zane and Kira Skywalker to play a role in discovering the worlds between worlds in this new Star Wars TV series. So in case you guys have been out of the loop, there are going to be two new Skywalkers in this post-Episode 9 era that's going to be modeled after Cade Skywalker and Jaina Solo. Moving on. Now, it's explained that Dave Filoni will handle the creative end of the TV show by introducing a different part of the Worlds Between Worlds, where it will unveil new secrets about the Force in general. Now, the Worlds Between Worlds was a big deal in Star Wars Rebels. It actually established time travel. Now, not just that, but also Jon Favreau is set to bring in tons of Star Wars Legends material for the Rise of Skywalker sequel series by borrowing elements from the post-Return of the Jedi era and applying it to the new series. This is all a plan by Lucasfilm to tell new tales of the Jedi and the new Skywalkers. Also, Rey's New Jedi Order is set to have a brand new name that will be attached to the Order itself with a series of new guidelines for the Jedi that will become a part of the new normal of Rey's Jedi Order. So again, this is something that a lot of fans wanted to see in Episode 9 that we didn't really get to see at all at the very end of the Skywalker saga that will be established in this new sequel series. A key plot element for the series is set to unveil that Ben Solo's life force is permanently a part of Rey's spirit, and that this new type of force power is what will guide Rey to becoming the proper Jedi that she needs to be. The animation style is said to be near similar to the Old Republic and the Battlefront 2 cutscenes, giving it a more lifelike design as opposed to Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars, which held a more cartoonistic design to it all. So that, to me, honestly, is great news. The fact that they're aiming to give it a more realistic design, to give it a more realistic look, if you will, to the characters, is going to make it feel more, I guess you could say, more like it's lifelike for the fans to connect themselves with. So Kathleen Kennedy is said to have no involvement on the series moving forward, where additionally the sequel series is said to bring back Ben Solo to life temporarily for the fans to enjoy, Ben Solo, of course, to have more screen time, unlike The Rise of Skywalker, which only had him in action for a brief period. This is said to connect or have to do with Palpatine's return in The Rise of Skywalker, where many fans have, of course, may view this as a big risk for the ever-evolving franchise and whether or not it will damage Star Wars more so by bringing these characters back to life left and right with each and every project that's being developed. So like I say, I mean, a lot of characters are coming back, and it is a bit of a risk, you know? We've seen this with Palpatine, we've seen this with Darth Maul, we've seen this now, of course, with Boba Fett. I don't know if you guys are out of the loop, but Boba Fett is going to be in The Mandalorian Season 2 and 3, so he survived the Sarlacc pit in Episode 6, and now you got Ben Solo, Luke, and Anakin coming back to life. Keep in mind, of course, you know, temporarily, it's not going to be permanent, so it's kind of like just a temporary satisfaction for the fans to enjoy the Skywalkers at their peak. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.